Hi, this is Elmarie here from Worcester, Western Cape. Sorry, I'm just busy trying to get this lighting right. Uh, it is a bit of a sleep. Anyway, that's the best I can do for now. So, it is now 6:30 in the evening on the 15th of November, and it is cold. In South Africa, that's not exactly normal. We are supposed to be walking into summer now, and we had a proper couple of winter's days, but we are, ooh, this one's irritating me here, sorry. We are so not complaining. We are so grateful. Praise the Lord, we are really, really thankful because we've gotten quite a bit of rain. I have to speed up this process a bit because this is like the third video I'm making, and the others are either too long, too short, too whatever. I'm trying to get like somewhere in the middle. In the middle circle. Okay, if you don't understand that, it's just South African slang. Anybody living in South Africa will be laughing now. So, what have I been up to? Okay, let's see what this video is about. All my videos are basically about yarn. So anything to do with yarn. It's crochet, knitting, spinning, dyeing, whatever. I'll probably be adding some art very soon. But what I do want to tell you about right now is what I have been up to as far as dyeing is concerned. And as I said, I'm like watching the clock here to get to sort of the right speed, you know. Anyway, so dyeing. I sold out, as I said before in the previous video, which I'm also such a lot of things to be thankful for right now. Just really thankful. You can find so many things to complain about, and I can if I wanted to. I don't want to. Thankful. So what I wanted to tell you about was the dyeing processes that I'm busy with, because all my other ones sold out. So I got my yarn and I got my dyes, and I was thinking about what type of colorway setup can I do. I was in the art world for 15 years, and I don't like copying someone else's ideas. I don't like copying their style, nothing. Like, I hate that. I want to be true to who I am, and I just want that. So I came up with, because it's summer and because I love color. I just love color. I love color. Any color except for muddy mixes that you get when you mix too many colors together. That's sort of deadish, you know. But other than that, I just love color, and color makes me happy. And it's summer, so I got this whole idea of summery colors, and I started out. I'm gonna show you what they look like now, but please just ignore the fact that they all look all rough around the edges. They are. I just rolled them up quickly, and I'm going to unroll them and put them back in the dry rack because they are not completely dry. I just want to show you what they look like. So they all have names based on old songs. I love the old songs. I love old music. I think they really are the best. You know, when musicians still just sang without anybody helping them. They had a guitar and their voices, and they sang, and that's what they did. That's the type of music I still love. Oh, that and there's a chocolate of gospel stuff that I love. That's new. Specifically stuff like David Crowder and Lecrae and Skill. Yeah, you won't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but these are still very old songs. The first one is the blue. This one. The colorway's name is Blue Suede Shoes. I will be just taking off these ugly little bits and pieces and scanning it properly. I promise. Before I put it up for sale. Just wanted to show you. And yeah, Blue Suede Shoes, if you know anything about Elvis Presley, you'll know it's his song. Before I even have to say so. This one is called Somewhere Beyond the Sea. That's an old Celtic song. Don't know if you'll know it. If you don't, go look it up. You'll find it on Google. Oh, you'll find it on YouTube. That's this one. It's a bit difficult to see the color properly. It's actually a lot greener than it looks on the camera. Is that better? This side. So this is Somewhere Beyond the Sea. It's also the song I like. This one is called Green Green Grass of Home. You'll see. It's green. It's very, very green. It's like a light, almost lemon yellow. Oh, it looks terrible. I know it looks terrible. I'm going to unroll it for the umpteenth time. I'll say this now for the last time. And I'll make it pretty before I sell it, I promise. Okay. That's Green Green Grass of Home. If you don't know that song, please go on YouTube and find it. If you don't know this song, you also need to go find it because it's a very nice old song. Tie a Yellow Ribbon. That's what this one is named after. Please tell me you know that song. Really? It's like, tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. If you don't know it, go find it. It's a very, very sweet song. Really. And this one, if you know anything about Bruce Springsteen. Sorry, I got up laughing. About Bruce Springsteen. You'll know exactly what that song is. Pink Cadillac. So this one looks like this. And I know it doesn't look pink. It was supposed to be pink. And I decided, I don't care. I'm going to keep the name anyway. It's almost like a crimson red. You'll see on that side, it's almost like it's almost just red. Which means I should really change the name, and I might still change it. It was supposed to be Pink Cadillac, but it came out like this. And if anybody has ever painted, you'll know the color crimson red, or crimson lake. It's basically that color. And if you mix it with, if you lighten it, that's basically the color you'll get. Anyway, I still like Pink Cadillac. So if that one changes, I'll get another one that is pink. This one is orange, and it is You Are My Sunshine. So you'll see that they've all got the lighter bits and the darker bits in there. I'm not gonna say it's tonal. Maybe more of a gradient. I don't know. All I know is I don't like solids, so you probably won't ever see me dyeing a solid. Although the one I've got in the dye bath right now that still has to cool down enough for me to take it out is very close to a solid. I've got a grey in drying up, that's too wet to bring. That one is called when grey skies turn to blue. That's an old Chris Rea song. I've not decided what that one will be called. Really, I haven't. I was thinking of doing browns, but then I thought, well, finding a brown or that type of neutral will be very, very easy to get. Okay, so I'm halfway there. I'll just put these aside and then I'll go put them back on the dry rack as soon as I'm done here. Okay, cool. Now, the other thing I want to tell you about is the Eddie needles that I have in stock now. I was able to get some more when I went to the Fibre Festival, and PS, I'm also hoping to get in some more before the market start. My next market is on the 25th of November, then the next one is on the 1st of December and the 14th of December. Those two will all be night markets. The other one is day market in Rawsonville. The first and the 14th are night markets in Worcester at the Quinet's Arcade. Okay. Eddie needles. Let me just say very quickly what my fascination with Eddies are. And I'll show you the Knit Pro one I have here. If you just hang on a moment, wait. Okay, I'm back. So I can stock Knit Pro as well. I can. If I see interest for Knit Pro, I will most definitely get in some. If you tell me you want to buy a set, I can get you a set. That's not the issue. The issue for me at the moment is that, no, it's not an issue. It's not an issue at all. I just prefer Addy. Personally, I like Addy because Addy has a lace version which has a very tapered tip. And that is really what I like. So I will show you the differences between those two tips and what I mean. This is a 4mm. Now, the other thing I really like about Addy, sorry, I'm just looking down here. Other thing I really like about Addy is that Addy has been designed in Germany and made in Germany. Unfortunately, most of the other ones are not. Most of them are designed in a country and then they are, sorry, I'll be with you in a minute, just hang on. Let me just find a needle that's closest to, here we go. Designed in Germany, made in Germany. Not designed in Germany, made in China. Unfortunately, most of these needles, or a lot of them, are exactly that. So that's not an issue for a lot of people, but for me it kind of is. Okay, I've got these two needles right next to one another. This one is the standard version of Addy, and I so wish I could get this glare away somehow. See, it's got a decent sized tip. Let's see if I do it like this. No. It's got a decent sized tip. Do you see that? I'm not sure if you will be able to see it. I'm hoping you will. Okay. But the tip is rounded. If you look at that, you'll see. It's a rounded tip. This is the standard Addy. This one is the lace tip. And you can see a definite difference between those two. See if I can get this down. somehow. Sorry for all the paint marks on my top. It's one of my painting jerseys. Okay. So you can see this one is far more tapered, and it's got it's in German it's called the Feinstricknadeln. Nadeln, I can't remember. I haven't spoken German in a long time. So it's got a very more refined tip, and which is what I like. With Knit Pro, it doesn't matter which one I look at. They all have sort of a rounded tip. Now, if you are a very loose knitter, a rounded tip will probably work for you. Also, if depending on what type of stuff you knit, a rounded tip will work. A rounded tip does not work for me. So, yeah. I think Knit Pro, the bamboo, I'll show you that one now. As I said, I can get them. I can get them for you. I can order them for you. I can also have them in stock if anybody's interested, if I get enough interest. I cannot stock them if there's not enough interest, and I'll rather just have Addies until somebody tells me they actually want Knit Pro. And I'll show you the difference now. Now, let me say this again, Knit Pro is not a bad needle. It's not. It's good quality. It really is. Sorry, I'm trying to get this needle back into its bag. I just like Addies. Also, interestingly enough, for instance, my aunt is allergic to nickel, and this very clearly states it's some of them are nickel free, and some of them are nickel plated, some of them are nickel free. Just want to get to that. Yeah, these are nickel free. See? Nickel free. And that's interesting as well. I like that. So anyway, I've got them. I also got in these, which is great. Double pointers, Eddie double pointers. I'll show you how they look on their own some now. Just get one out of the packet. Set. They come in a set of 5. And they are great. I think for anybody who wants to work in the round and does not want to use a circular needle, they will work. They work actually, they really, getting it out of here is just a bit of a shape now. Okay, out. So I got them in the shorter ones, 15 centimeters. You will see they come these very interesting little colors. But now I want to show you the other bit that's interesting about them, which I did not know actually until I actually after I bought them. The one side is a lace tip. Lace tip, you see? And the other side are the rounded tips. So whatever your preference is, you can work with either of them. So that's what I have. If you want to know the prices, please send me an inbox, because yeah, I don't want to have arguments about prices. Yeah, never mind. Let's put it this way. You can possibly afford it. Now, I've also got the Addy hooks. I love them. I crocheted with this, and this is not bad. This is one of the Elle products I can honestly say it's not a bad product. I don't like the knitting needles. I don't like anything about them, but this works. Okay, this works better. Sorry, that is my phone. Just switch off the sound here for a minute. Okay. Okay, cool. Now back to the knitting needles. And I'll show you the other ones now. These are Knit Pro bamboos. They're basics. This is the basic series. Can you see those tips? Completely rounded. These, any bamboo needle. If you're knitting with cotton, bamboo. These I just bought, or I just got them to test. Are these interchangeable needles. So I've got them with me as a tester now. They are called Addy Clicks. So instead of having to screw them in, you click them in, but I haven't figured out how to click them in yet. So, well, I don't know how. So I will figure that out and I'll tell you about that. I also have, and now I can start moving to what I have on my needles. Just to show you, one of the things I have on my needles and will probably be taking out here are the Knit Pro bamboo, the Knit Pro Symphony needles. High quality needles, really, these are high quality needles. But you see what I mean about the tips. If this is what you want, ask and I'll get it for you. It's not what I use. What I have on these needles though is a project I started when we were in Montague on the golf day, on my husband's golf day, that I didn't have anything else to do. I started it with Beatrix Yarns double knit, and this is the beginning of a blanket knitted in the bias. So I'll probably switch to other needles. This is a size 4. So yeah, I'll probably just shift to other needles. So I've got quite a few balls of the yarn, and I'm just doing a blanket out of it. The other one I still have on my needles are, I have it on my needles again. I frogged the other one because I started with a color that I didn't like, and then I tinted. Tink is knitting backwards. American slang, American terms. Okay. And I started it all over again. So this is where I am with it now. I don't have any FOs to show. Only whips. Needless to say, I have been a bit busy with other stuff. And then, and these are on my Chiago needles. It's a 3mm. These I bought for myself. And I have to say, once again, these are excellent needles. They're amazing. They're wonderful. They're stainless steel needles. They work amazingly well. I have really nice tension with them. Really great. And the cable is really nice. So if you want to invest in Chiago, you can find them in the Western Cape. You can find them at what's the place's name? I'll put it down below. And then I know that Yarn in a Barn is also stocking them now. I think she's stocking them, but I know she has them. So you can check that out at Yarn in a Barn as well. I'll put a link down, but I mean you can find them there. So last but not least, I will show you my socks that I'm busy with. And yes, I started socks again on the same yarn that I started them before. This is like opal. It's not very nice yarn. It's also German, from Germany. I really don't like the yarn very much. It feels very scratchy. But it is a good sock yarn. It is a good sock yarn. Can't get past it. I'm busy currently with this one, this very variegated one. And this is how far I've gotten. Not very far, no, I know. I've got the cuff up. I made my cuff nice and short. I'm actually going to make it just an ankle sock. Seeing as this is the first sock I'm trying to get done. I am using these, and I bought them for myself also as a tester. These needles are Eddie Sock Wonders. You will see that this tip, this one over here, is shorter than this one. Sorry, just had to get my sneeze. Oh, it's amazing that was the first one. And hopefully that's the only one now. And the light is getting a bit too dark. Okay, so these needles are Eddie's Sock Wonder, as I said. They're 25 centimeters long. The normal knitting in the round tutorials you will see, the first ones you will find are DPNs. That's this. These. The next one you will find are knitting on 9-inch needles. That will be this. But usually the 9-inch needles are about 20 centimeters long. That's 9 inches. And they have two tips that are exactly the same. This one is different because it has the shorter one and the longer one. It works very nice. So hopefully I finish a sock. If I can just finish one sock, wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, so that's that. Okay, I'm finished within half an hour. Yay! I've got 2 minutes left to just say, yeah, once again we are so thankful for the rain. It's cold, but I don't care. I'll rather dress very nicely and warmly and have rain. So that's that. I mentioned the markets. I put up links for them. I mentioned that you can get Chiago at Natural Yarns. Natural Yarns. That's the place's name. I'll put the link down below for them. Natural Yarns. You get them there. I think it's Natural Yarns. No, it's not Natural Yarns. I'll find the link. And then also at Yarn in a Barn. You can also get higher sharps or higher knitting needles at Be Inspired. I just want to say Chiago and and higher are very expensive. So if it's an investment you want to make, please buy them by all means. But if you're a beginner knitter, invest in Addy or Knit Pro if that's what you would prefer. They're really excellent knitting needles. And they're good quality needles. They will be light on your hands. If you are starting to crochet, just buy yourself a pair of proper crochet hooks, you will find that the minute you start working with them, you will end up wanting to continue with your craft. If you start struggling with a needle, I did not want to knit until I got a hold of it. Really, I just didn't. I wasn't interested. I hated the straights. Although, in all of this, if you want straights, I can get straights. I can get you straights. I can get you Knit Pro straights. I can get you Addy straights. I can get you the normal straights in different lengths as well. I just don't like them. So, once again, personal preference. Absolutely personal preference. So tell me what you want. Tell me what you would like to see more of. If you, but tell me that on my Facebook page. Inbox me. Let me know. Okay, I am 50 minutes over. No, 1 minute over my 30 minute. 30 minutes. I will love you and leave you. Have an awesome evening. And I hope the rest of your week goes well and you have a good weekend as well. Okay, bye. Be blessed and take care.